What's up, guys? It is just Midwest Things. The guy that you see sitting over there, he doesn't like the name, so it might change. We don't know yet. But today we're going to be talking about anime and
You fucked up my thing.
what?
Where am I? What is this? Who are you? Who am I?
Fuck. No, this is Dustin.
No.
We're co-workers. We've worked together for a couple years now.
3 or so. 3 or 4.
Three, whatever. Well, after I came back,
Yeah.
next week is my official 1-year anniversary back.
Yeah.
Already, which, God,
It sucks.
yeah,
It's not great.
And I do this to everybody. Don't mention company names,
Yeah.
please, because
I don't want anyone to know where I'm working because this place is a shithole.
it's not that bad.
It's super that bad.
Well, on your end, probably. On my end, it's like, whatever. I don't
Yeah.
care. It doesn't bother me because I enjoy what I do for the most part.
Well, I mean, it's not like I don't enjoy it either, but still.
Yeah. But
I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to be looking. I'm just looking around the room.
It's like, look at the camera, look at you. It doesn't matter where you look.
That's why I was kind of sitting here with the mic in front of me, like, nope, I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah. I'm still trying to get used to these new ones. I like my big old over the ear ones.
Yeah,
Kind of like these.
yeah.
Here. But they work. I mean, they were $20. I was like, I can't really complain.
I had a panic attack when I first got those, the Void Pros. It's supposed to come with this little dongle, the 5.1 surround sound thing, the USB.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't find it in the box. Didn't know where the fuck it was. I was like, holy shit, did I get a box with a missing piece? Eventually, I just I held the headphones and I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was stuck inside the earpiece.
Oh.
So, yeah, that was fun.
Oh, yeah, and we're also going to probably be talking about his Twitch channel. We'll talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'll show myself.
Yeah. And a couple other things. I'll make sure that for you, I'll put the links in the description and everything.
That
and
works,
links
yeah.
in the comments for, because this gets uploaded to YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah, oh,
Cool.
yeah, Facebook.
You actually can make more money off of Facebook than you can YouTube
Yeah,
anymore.
I haven't used Facebook in like, I don't know, 6 years. 6 years?
6 years?
6
Wow.
years.
Yeah, sexy.
6.
Yeah. And if you haven't noticed, I fixed the lighting. It's a little bit better now because I know that was shit. I still got a few shadows. The lights are coming in that'll be sitting up there,
Yeah.
facing down, and then that'll work out. Just I can't put holes in the walls, so everything's glued.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's been interesting.
Just get one of those and make it real long.
Actually, yeah, that might actually work. I have to think about that. No, I invited him on so we could talk some animes because I'm not an anime person at all. I'm lying through my teeth.
Well, also, I watch weird shit, so, I mean, I don't know.
You're into some pretty weird shit, and we'll get on that. Don't
Oh,
worry,
boy.
we will get on that.
Oh, boy.
Did I turn the light on? That? Oh shit, I forgot to turn the light on.
Oh, good job.
Oh yeah.
This will all be edited out.
No, it won't.
No.
It stays raw.
No, edit it. Wait, why is that light on?
To show that I'm recording.
No.
So that people will shut the hell up when they walk through the door. So, all right. And we're back now. I forgot to do something.
It's not like we really left, because apparently this isn't edited out, so...
No.
I can't sit here and scream racist things.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, that's the fun of editing the video. You can just start screaming random shit, and hey, I can just edit this out. This has never happened.
Yeah. Well, it's the only thing that sucks is the editing software on this one, on this computer, sucks ass. This is where all the expensive shit's at, is on the other computer. And it's a pain in the ass to try and get a 2-hour video over to this one to edit. So I just use Movie Maker on this one.
God. No wonder.
Well, no, it's just all I do is jump cuts if I have
Yeah.
to edit. So it's not. It's like everything's already on, on the recording, so I don't care. Doesn't bother me any.
Now, to show exactly how much I know about all his entire setup, do you use Audacity to record the audio separately?
No.
You should.
Yeah, I should, but it sounds like shit off of Audacity.
Really?
Uh-huh. It's nothing but a big old static storm off of Audacity. I already tried that. I've experienced.
Do you got the right drivers for everything? Like the DLLs or whatever?
Yeah, I've got everything. Yeah. And
Because I've never had issues with it.
And I also get feedback through this when I record with Audacity. It's just a high.
We're professionals here.
Yeah, yeah. We're running off of XSplit.
Oh boy.
Audio, everything being recorded on XSplit. But that's also why I can't really do the camera thing yet until I get a better setup for the laptop and everything.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting once I can.
It's a learning process.
Oh yeah, I mean this ain't the last dry cut. Everything.
No,
I mean,
of course not.
you can't expect me to automatically just be perfect at it. When I first try.
I mean, anything from podcasts to streaming to just YouTube in general. I mean, you're gonna have to fix things as you go along.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I was trying to make it look as professional as possible for now, and then once I get the, I've got a room separator coming in that goes all the way across. Mm-hmm. So that light will be over here because also since I sleep during the daytime, I can hide, this part of the room, and it helps with the echo. Mm-hmm. That's my biggest problem. I'd like to do that wall and a couple things on this wall, but the landlady said that's all I need to do for now. So, yeah.
Yeah, mine's even more ghetto. I don't have any of this stuff going on.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's all like outdated equipment and no sound canceling foam. And I'm a professional. I've done this for like a year now. Woo.
I've done this 3 months now.
Yeah,
because I didn't want people to see my face. That was my biggest thing. Is I'm short, I'm ugly, and I've got a fat nose.
Well, I mean, when I first started, I didn't really do it either.
Yeah.
And my shit was just atrocious anyway, so I didn't care in one way or the other. And eventually I just said, fuck it, and started doing face cam.
Yeah.
Nothing's really changed. It's still atrocious, but I have face cam now.
Yeah. I haven't been on one of your streams in a while.
Yeah.
Because I donated to you, and you're like, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
I was like, because I enjoyed the stream, and I will pay to enjoy a stream.
Well, the problem right now is PayPal's being an asshole, so I don't actually have a way to accept donations. So I just kind of put that disclaimer on the button and said, don't press this. Don't.
Oh. Yeah. How many average viewers do you get anymore?
0. Because I stream at weird times, for one thing.
Well, not as weird as a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, anymore, like Jason R., the professional Counter-Strike guy. Mm-hmm. He starts streaming at midnight and it goes until 7 a.m. And he averages around anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 viewers every night. It depends on what he's playing. If he's playing Fortnite, you might as well forget it. People are not there to watch him play Fortnite. He is a CS:GO professional. Well, ex CS:GO professional, and nobody wants to watch that. I don't understand the love for Fortnite. I guess it's because it's free.
I mean, I've played Fortnite. It's pretty fun.
Well, to me, it seems like it's just a Minecraft for the older generation.
Well, it's obviously like PUBG for one thing.
PUBG is okay. I've got it.
Well, I mean, the whole Battle Royale, survival, Hunger Games kind of thing, it exploded a while back, and it's a fun game mode. I've enjoyed it. Like, I used to play it on Gary's mod back in the day.
But my thing with it is, it's just like, what is it? Call of Duty Zombies is all I see it as. It's kind of just like, you're fighting off a horde of people to win. That's
well, I mean, not even that. I mean, I've had Fortnite. Jeez, I can talk. Yay.
English.
No. I mean, I've had Fortnite games where I've literally seen one person the entire match until the very end,
and then
where I just get sniped from across the radius bubble thing.
Oh, the storm is, I think, what they call it. See, I've been watching a lot of news about Fortnite and how it's exploded and everything and causing all these... It's causing a lot of problems.
Yeah, especially bringing PUBG back up, and apparently they're suing Epic because of it.
Well, but the thing is, though, it's a genre. It's not a... We built this game. This is the only game you're allowed to have because they stole off of H1Z1.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, PUBG's like lawsuit against Epic is from the fact that they're using Unreal Engine to make PUBG, and Epic, who makes Unreal Engine, has now put out a direct competitor to PUBG.
Yeah.
And the guys who make I can't remember his name for the life of me, but the I guess creator or publisher or something.
Bluehole.
Nah, it's a specific
I know
person.
Bluehole was in on the lawsuit.
Yeah, well, they're afraid that Epic will make adjustments to the engine and not share it with everyone else, so that their game is the superior one.
Well, do you blame them though?
No, but at the same time, it's like I heard about this the other day. It's like some guy, like it's back in the day, the dude who copyrighted the word edge in video games. King's what is it? King Game, something like that?
King Games.
Candy Crush.
Yeah.
They copyrighted the word candy. It's the same kind of shit as that.
Why would...
Because people are assholes. And we make Candy Crush, so hey, candy is our thing now, right?
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fucking people. Oh. I don't understand the frivolous lawsuits. You know, it's like, okay, they make the engine for it. It's just like the Source engine. Mm-hmm. How many games use the Source engine?
Tons, if you're including mods, especially.
Yeah, because it's one of the easiest modded engines out there. They just went over Dota 2, just switched over the Source 2 engine and everything, and now that game's beautiful. Have you seen it?
Not recently. I stopped playing Dota a while ago.
Yeah, but oh god, it looks so much nicer. It is so much nicer.
I
don't play
it didn't really look bad on the original Source engine.
Take the original and times it by 20.
Yeah,
and then that's what you got now. And it's like, you know, my favorite game.
No, my question is, why is Valve making new engines? They don't even make games.
Yeah, they don't make games anymore.
So why are they making another damn Source engine?
I think, well,
Because, I mean, Half-Life 3 is basically dead in the water. That's never coming out. The fucking writer for it just got fired or quit. I don't remember. It was
I think he
ago.
quit. I think he quit.
I think he quit and, like, posted, like, the storyline, what it was supposed to be on Twitter or something.
Yeah. But
Sure, probably shouldn't be bending Discord.
it was $20, no big deal.
Well, I mean, I'll when I'm sitting there doing my stream, I'll just sit there with the cord, twisting it around my finger and unwrapping it, and just I don't know.
Oh,
Kind of a nervous tick, I guess.
yeah. I think that Valve is going to start making games here shortly. That's why they're building a new, trying out new engines and everything. But I don't think I think they're taking the slow, methodical route.
Well, it's been what 15 years since the last game.
2012.
So
Counter-Strike.
6 years. Are we counting Go?
Yeah, we're gonna count Go.
Go was outsourced though. I mean, a Valve in-house game. That would be Left 4 Dead 2, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be. So yeah, it'd be about. Oh god, it's been a while then. Shit. But Valve controls the Steam market, so why do they care? Because they get a percentage of everything that happens.
Which is probably what they're going to do. 2009.
2009 was the last time. God,
Yeah,
9 years.
That was Left 4 Dead 2. But probably what they're going to do is they're making an engine and they're going to sell it to people, and hey, that's how they're going to make another crock of cash since Steam is kind of going to shit.
Yeah, because the rules keep changing way too much on everything.
Plus, like, I'm a big fan of Jim Sterling. I watch his stuff all the time on YouTube.
Yeah.
And, like, just the amount of shit that he finds on Steam, from asset flips to just literal trash, is astonishing.
What do you mean?
Recently, he played a game that didn't even have an exe in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, explain to people what an exe is.
Exe is the executable, is the file that actually runs the game. It is
Okay.
the main file to run the game.
Yeah, because they're not filtering anything anymore.
Yeah.
It's just
And-
like, hey, you made a game. Oh, it's a half hour long. Well, you can only charge like 10 cents and
I think it was like a $9 game or something. I don't remember exactly what it was.
and he couldn't play. So essentially, he couldn't play it.
Well, no. It got patched to get the exe in there, like months after it released. And even when he did play it, he couldn't do anything.
Yeah, but the thing why Steam is doing that also is because they want a lot of indie people to get in there and actually try something.
And that's the problem in a nutshell. Because the indie people, they're not going to Steam anymore because no one will find their shit because of the amount of dross filling it up.
Yeah,
So what the indie people have been doing is honestly going to the Switch.
they've already been going to the Switch.
They have been going to the Switch.
Oh yeah, Nintendo kind of released like, hey, if you want, you want it
like
on this platform.
Shovel Knight's got ported. Stardew Valley's on there. A bunch of indie games are on the Switch now.
Yeah, Stardew Valley's an interesting one. It's kind of like Minecraft, but not Minecraft.
Nah, wouldn't call it Minecraft. It's a Harvest Moon game.
Harvest Moon. Yeah, I guess. To me, but I've only, I've never played Stardew Valley. I'd
Yeah.
like to,
It's a fun game.
but it looks like a very, very time-consuming game. Like, once you start playing, you're gonna be sitting there for a few hours.
Not necessarily. The days end pretty quick. I think you got like 12 minutes or something a day.
That ain't bad, then.
So you could just hop on, knock out a day, and move on. Because it saves every night when you go to sleep.
Ah. So it's like, okay, well, he's going to sleep. Would you like to quit game? And then there you go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Well,
Because you wake up the next day and you just hit the button to go quit. And it'll load you back up when you wake up.
can't complain about that then.
No.
But I'm so used to not having to save a game anymore because pretty much all I do is play Counter-Strike anymore.
Yeah.
I played a little Smite here and there, but I use that on my other account.
Smite's been probably the primary thing that's been taking up my time since I finished Nier Automata.
Which one?
It's the Yoko Taro Platinum game.
Oh.
The sequel to Nier.
Yeah.
Nier Gestalt and Nier Replicant. Oh. What happened?
Just turning you up a little bit.
Because I'm mumble.
Yeah, you're mumbling, and I was like, that's probably not coming through very nice.
I mean, we could live check it.
Nah, we're good. I don't want to get a constant hello, 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 hello.
Yeah. No, it wouldn't do that unless you kept it running.
Oh, I could. I could be a dick right now.
You could.
Yeah.
It'd be really easy.
Back to recording devices, real fast. I hate XSplit for one big reason.
What's that?
Is that you gotta turn off the renderer part every fucking time, or you get an echo.
No, I've never actually used XSplit. I use OBS for my stuff.
Yeah, I tried using OBS for this. I've tried everything, and XSplit seems to work the best for the podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I'm not saying it's a bad piece of program. But it's just I've never used it, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, OBS is also free, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. I pay $24.
a month
No,
or a year.
every 3 months. Which I look at it this way: if I can't afford the $24
In 3 months.
in 3 months, I've got more issues than that. That's all I got to say. But I need a better computer so I can run better frickin'
Program to
program
do everything.
to do everything. And that's what I was gonna say. Audacity. I've tried that. Like I was telling you earlier, it does not want it. it gets nothing but static off of everything, which I don't understand why, because that mixer takes away a lot of the static. Because you're not hearing a lot of static through here.
Next to none, actually.
Yeah. And it sounds, sounds like it. These mics are cheap, so I don't care if everybody knows. But
yeah,
it everybody's like, oh, it's so expensive to get a podcast started. You can get a podcast started with a phone. That's all you need. Get a lavalier mic, one of those cheap lavaliers, and just
get like
set it right there. Set it up against something. Have a conversation with somebody on Skype.
I mean, you can do that or just get like a little freaking, what is it, snowball mic? One of the like omnidirect,
yeah, right there.
one of the like omnidirectional ones.
You like how ghetto that is?
Yeah,
I got it zip tied up there because I was like, crap, I need a new holder for it, and I couldn't find one. And when I finally found it, I was like, oh shit. And then, well, what I was going to do is I was going to take this, just unscrew it, and then stick this up in there. Well, this is broke, and now it's super glued together. So I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care. That mic sounds better than, any mic. Snowball's a good mic.
Yeah.
Regardless of what anybody says. The Yeti is but the whatever this is, just the blue Snowball.
Yeah.
The Snowball is probably, to me, sounds a lot better.
Yeah, it doesn't sound bad, definitely.
Yeah. Because I've listened to those, super hyper expensive ones on YouTube and stuff like that, and all I hear is and it's like, okay.
I always get paranoid because I'll notice I'm not even talking or doing anything, and I'm in a voice chat on Discord, and my name's lighting up. I'm like, what the fuck is it picking up?
Yeah, I don't use Discord very much anymore.
That's probably the only thing I use. I don't use Skype or anything. Skype is trash, in my opinion.
Skype works better when you're doing one-on-one, like when you're doing interviews and stuff like that. Because I've got a couple of podcasts recorded on this computer over here via Skype, because we tried Discord and then we tried TeamSpeak, and I was like, God, this sounds like ass. And he's like, well, let's try Skype, and we went on Skype, and it was crystal clear.
Really? 'Cause I've never had any issues with Discord. For sound quality, anyways.
Well, that, and we kept getting interrupted. People coming into the channel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why you either set up a private channel or just do DMs.
Yeah. Well, we tried that, and people still, but he kept getting messaged, and it was dinging, and even though he had all the sounds off,
right,
you still could hear it, and he finally just exited. We just exited out of Discord and everything, and that's what I did. Oh, you gonna make sure that your sounds are off?
Yeah, might as well make this silent.
Oh yeah. No, mine's on vibrate, and I'll throw it over there. That way it can vibrate all at once, and nobody will hear it. My bed's over there.
Nobody will hear you scream in the phone. I don't know where I'm going with this.
But one thing that I did mention, and a lot of people, a couple of the few people that do watch this podcast, they're gonna say that's Kevin Smith.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not Kevin Smith.
Yeah, the beard except you're just red.
I'm not Smooth McGroove either.
Smooth McGroove.
You don't know who Smooth McGroove is?
No, I don't know who that is.
He's a YouTuber who went on like an 8-month hiatus recently, and he's still gone, but he did acapella video game covers.
Acapella video game. And he looked like you.
He looked a lot like me. Hang on, let me see if I can find him. But, like long hair, long beard, always wears a hat, has a black cat. I think he has a black cat. He's a cat. I don't remember what color it was.
Huh. Weird.
Because I got a black cat. Her name is Shadow. She's an asshole.
All cats are assholes. I don't care what anybody says. This is probably one of the few podcasts that we take a break in between.
Why is that?
It's fucking hot in here.
Yes, it is. Oh, he does have a black cat.
Yeah. Oh my God, that is your twin. that's his fucking twin.
Let me see if I can. I don't know. Does it work?
Hold on, let it focus. There you go.
Yeah,
there you go. Yeah, that's your twin, and then there's the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear God, what are we gonna do with you? But back to Steam and all of its wonderful fuck ups.
I've already completely forgotten about that entire conversation, so I don't know where we are or where we are.
That N word that I couldn't figure out.
Huh?
You said necro.
Necro.
Yeah, you were talking about a game. You finished game and then went back on
Near Automata.
Near Automata. Okay, sorry. Don't mind me. He plays weird games. I play just Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I play
Counter-Strike
I
and
play a lot of stuff.
Counter-Strike and what else do I fucking play here? Hey, out of my way. Let's see what else I play here. Yeah, shut up. I knew
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Black Squad, Grand Theft Auto, Gun. You ever played Gun?
Guns the Duel? Or no, Gun.
Gun.
Because I've played Guns the Duel.
The one that came out on PS2?
That's super old. Holy crap.
Yeah, I love it.
I never actually played it, I don't think.
Oh, it's so much fun.
I remember hearing about stuff like you could hide behind your horse and the horse would just be a bullet sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can sit there and then after like 15 or 20 shots, it finally dies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, my voice just cracked. Wow.
Yeah. Then ESEA for Counter-Strike because I hate cheaters. And I'll admit, I don't know how the hell I got my rank on my other account, but I did. So I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
But then I played against with other people that, are like DMG and, Legendary Eagle, and I'm going, and I'm 25 and 12?
Yeah.
What the how the hell did you get that? It's like, and then you got me who is silver.
Yeah.
According to Counter-Strike, I'm silver, but when I play on ESEA, I'm Legendary Eagle. I don't get it.
Never really got into the whole competitive scene for pretty much any game I play. Counter-Strike.
Except Smite.
MOBAs. No, I don't even get in the competitive scene in Smite.
Why not? You're pretty good at it. Or you just, or you don't want to stress yourself out.
One of the reasons is the competitive scene, and pretty much everything is where most of the toxicity comes from.
Yeah.
Because if you make one mistake, you're just getting yelled at by everyone, and I don't want to fucking deal with that shit. I yell at everything enough as it is. I don't need other people yelling at me too.
No, when I play, it's like, all right, guys, look, if we go 8-0, my carrying stops. I'm just gonna fuck around after that. But if we're like 8-5, my carrying is getting stronger, and I want to. It's like, okay, we can fucking beat these guys. Let's just beat their ass the rest of the game, and then like if we're 10-0 or whatever,
Yeah.
it's just I'm gonna fuck off the rest of the game because I ain't gonna worry about it.
I'm going to go hide in a barrel, and this is my life now. I'm a barrel boy.
The fuck is wrong with you, man? Oh. But the whole reason you're here is we were going to talk anime and stuff like that and weird stuff. Any good animes you've been watching here lately?
I rewatched Cromartie High School for like the 5th time, which is an amazing, amazing show. It is the funniest shit ever. And I've been reading Made in Abyss, which is one of those really weird ones.
Those far off ones.
Lots of body horror.
Lots of body horror. Mm-hmm. Like mutilation and stuff.
Yeah, mutation.
Okay.
Crying blood. Stuff like that.
Oh, so it'd be like, what the? Hellsing.
Ultimate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And towards the end where he was just crying the blood and everything.
Well, it's more... Made in Abyss is about this ginormous hole, and they just found in the middle of like the ocean or something, right? Well, inside the hole is a bunch of bullshit. Like weird flora, weird fauna, upside down forests. No. Just a bunch of weird
shit. Kind of like a Journey to the Center of the Earth, in a way.
I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen that.
Well, they had the dinosaurs.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You can make those parallels, but like, there are layers of the abyss, and as you go down these layers, like the first layer, if you try and go back above that from the second layer, you'll get like nausea, loss of balance, stuff like that. And as you go farther down, the curse of the abyss gets more and more severe.
Okay.
Like blood coming out of every orifice. Or loss of humanity or death. Which loss of humanity doesn't necessarily mean death. It means your ass is mutated into some weird flesh monster.
God, that is weird.
Yeah, it's super weird.
But entertaining.
It's really good. It's got a good story.
Okay. I got back on Tokyo Ghoul. They got some new episodes. I don't like what they did.
I read the first season of Tokyo Ghoul and dropped it after that. I don't know.
It's good, but on the third season, because the first 2 seasons were just bad fucking ass. I loved them to death. But then they jump from second, just like most animes, they'll jump from, we had these like 6 months in a row of what was going on to a 20-year jump, on the third season, and it's like
it's not Berserk.
Oh, god damn it. I haven't watched much of that. I've watched...
I mean, but they've tried making it so many times, and it's like the CGI one is just atrocious.
Oh, yeah.
But reading the manga, it's like, you catch up with it, and you're like, hey, I guess I'm going to be sitting here for 2 years, because Miura's fucking sitting there playing Automaster and WoW, so I guess he's not going to be doing shit.
Then one, it's supposed to be a smut one. High School DxD.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? If you actually forget the tits, forget the tits. Just ignore the tits, and you actually watch the story.
It's not bad by any means.
It's got an entertaining story behind it. It's weird because it's dealing with, all the gods, not just, it's Norse, it's, the three... It's good.
No,
it's good.
You say I'm sitting here nodding like I know what you're talking about. I got to the first season of that and dropped that too. I have a really bad habit of just dropping shit randomly.
Go to the third season.
Ooh, that reminds me. My Hero Academia. The third season just started a few days ago.
Oh, I know. I'm getting ready to catch up on that.
Yeah, I need to actually start watching the third season.
Just right now, I have been so busy trying to get this set up, get people in here, do this, do that. Then I have to go work after that. It's
a clusterfuck.
It's a clusterfuck right now. That's why I'm hoping one of these days this thing takes off and I can just say, fuck you.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no to that either, but hey.
Yeah. But and the whole premise of this particular podcast is because I want to show people that it's not, you're fine. It's okay. I'm a redneck.
I'm a fucking weirdo.
That watches anime, that loves Marvel movies and comics.
And Ruby.
Ruby is an anime.
And Ruby.
And Ruby.
Ruby and Marvel.
No, that's DC.
Oh, that's DC. Yeah, I just glanced at it.
Yeah, DC. So, I got 2 DC, 2 Marvels, and the rest is Ruby. So here's a good argument. What? Is Ruby an anime?
Yeah.
100%.
Just because it's not Japanese doesn't make it not an anime. Japanese anime is just a specific brand of anime.
Okay. See, I've argued with people on Reddit over this. They're like, it's not an anime. Yes, it fucking is.
I mean, when you show the show to Japanese people and they call it an anime, it's a fucking anime.
Exactly my point. And then, it's amazing how Rooster Teeth got this little simple idea that Monty had and made it a global, not phenomenon, but in the anime world, it's a phenomenon. I mean, you go to Comic Cons, you go to PAX.
You're going to find cosplayers, yeah.
You're going to find a bunch of I didn't realize that they on the last RTX they had, I think they said they had over 1,000 Ruby characters.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Yeah, and then and even in the London one, they had like 200 of them.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I was like, oh my God. All because Monty said, fuck you, I want to build it.
All right.
And Bernie was like, as soon as you get season 10 of Red vs. Blue done, you can start on it. Mm-hmm. And the animation, in my book, has gone a hell of a lot better and a hell of a lot worse at the same time.
Yeah, especially since Monty died.
Yeah, rest in peace, my man. I miss you. But they're also using a new engine
Yeah.
to do everything, and I watched an interview. They're like, we can't do it as fancy because we can't get as sloppy.
Right.
Because with the first 3 seasons, they were running. I can't remember the name of the damn engine, either one of them.
No, I can't either, honestly.
But
It's probably Maya or some shit.
yeah, but it was easier because
Maya is actually just like a 3D modeler. I don't know.
but they could blur everything
Right.
to make it look like a lot more was happening. With this new engine, it's not as easy. It takes a lot more time.
Right.
But you can actually see the details of the people's faces now.
It's a lot cleaner.
It's a lot cleaner. Like there was this one scene in season 5.
Which I haven't gotten to. I think. Spoiler cast.
Not really.
Well, I mean,
It's Ruby's fighting, and
well, I mean, I don't want to say where I stop because it is kind of spoilery. So
yeah, but she gets her scythe knocked out of her hand.
you know what? I can say something that's not spoiler that you should be able to pick up on. It was after the tournament.
Yeah.
When Ruby and Yang woke up like back in their house or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That's where I stopped watching because I caught up with it and just whatever.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, season 4, there's not a lot of action. I'm not gonna lie, but there is so much character building,
Right.
that it blew my mind on how well they did, and they portrayed PTSD and everything on what these characters have gone through.
Right.
They didn't just be like, oh, everything's fine, we can go. No, it's like, no, this all happened. Even with Cinder, the antagonist,
Yeah.
they did an excellent job on that. Season 5, they got a little too corny for me. But it wasn't because...
What is it? Was it Ruby Chibi or whatever?
No.
Like that level of corny?
No. Worse than that on some scenes.
Oh boy.
But it wasn't because it was corny. It was because they didn't have enough action following it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like where Ruby gets her scythe hit out of her hand, and the guy goes...
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
And I'll explain to
Yeah,
them.
I'm just saying,
and
smack the mic again.
Trust me, everybody does it. I do it once in a while. But she gets her scythe knocked out of her hand, and the guy goes, now what you gonna do? And he goes in for a punch, and she just headbutts him, and that's it.
Right.
And then goes, whatever it takes to shut you up. And it's like, no. It should have been, have them, throw a couple punches, her block a couple things, and then...
Grab his arm and just knee him in the stomach. Something more than a headbutt.
Yeah, something more than that. And then go. And then when he's sitting there going, with his face and everything, going, whatever it does to shut you up.
Right.
Then it wouldn't have been corny. But that was like one of the corniest things I had ever seen in my life. It was like, okay, Miles, Carrie, you're doing a great job on most aspects of it.
Yeah.
But your animators need to animate.
Well, I mean, that was kind of Monty's issue. He was fantastic at action scenes.
Yeah, but everything else he sucked at.
This is waving, apparently. So this is like his normal day-to-day animation, walking, just waving, talking, bobbing your head around. It's just bad.
But he wants it to move. He wants things to move. He doesn't like standing still. He never liked that. But his action scenes, like the Ruby trailer.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
the trailers were fantastic.
Yeah. And then what's screwed up is they did a season 5 shorts for him. Beautiful, plenty of action, no corniness, just bam, 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 bam.
Well, I mean, that's the problem with every trailer. You're not going to show the boring parts. You're just going to show the action and the fun.
No. These were shorts.
Yeah.
These were shorts. This was...
That doesn't really change much, though, because they're shorts. You have to pack them full of content. You can't just have 20 minutes of fucking...
Yeah, but...
Sorry, DBZ. I mean, am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong on
Will
that.
Frieza be defeated? Find out next episode. Frieza defeated. Oh.
Yeah, it's like first scene. Cuts in half. Oh, damn it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, the action sequences were better.
Right.
You know, they put a lot of time into it.
Mm-hmm.
I would much rather wait a year and a half for the next season
Then get something sloppy.
than get something sloppy like they did for season 5.
Right.
Because you could tell it was rushed because there was 14 episodes. I'd rather take 10 episodes of pure unadulterated badassery than 14 of I mean, don't get me wrong, the character development again, amazing. Everything was working out great. But damn it, when they all got back, never mind. I can't, that's a spoiler.
Exactly,
That's
spoiler
it's like, shit, I can't say it because you got to watch it. Oh, but yeah, I've never gotten into a show like Ruby before. I happened across it one day because I used to listen to the RT podcast.
English. Yeah, pretty much.
But I used to listen to the RT podcast, and I saw that, hey, what's this? And I was swiping through, and it accidentally clicked on. I'm like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's a sniper rifle too? Well, shit. There went 8 hours of my day because I rewatched it twice.
Yeah.
Because I started in season 3,
Right.
and I don't think I hit the what was it, the playlist, and just let it play all the way through,
Yeah.
and did not stop until, and I was like, oh, when's the next episode? Shit. Oh, you mean I have to wait every week now? Fuck.
Yeah, that's always the worst part when you
Binge watch something.
when you binge watch, when you binge read, and you're like, you catch up to it, and you're like, but I don't want to stop.
Yeah, exactly. And that has to do with anything. I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been reading it's not really it's like a web comic, I guess.
yeah,
Well, I call it a web series more than anything,
yeah,
because there are like occasional animated panels, so it's not solely in a comic. But it's called Dead Winter. It's a zombie thing. Like, main character is this waitress, and it starts out with like the infestation beginning. Well, I've been reading that, and it's fantastic. It's great.
yeah.
But I caught up with it today,
Oh shit.
and I was like, "Fuck! I haven't read this is the third time I've read it, and I've caught up with it 3 times, and this has been like over the course of however many years."
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but the last time I read it, they get to a town called Tombstone.
Okay.
When I caught up with this time, it's been years since I read it last, they were still in Tombstone, and it wasn't that much farther along, so I don't know what the fuck happened.
Oh.
But, I mean, it is being updated, because there was a blog post. No, I don't know if that was super recent or not, now that I think about it.
Well, like Cyanide and Happiness.
Yeah.
You remember how it used to be like once every couple of months you'd get a short.
And, yeah, it's like a week or something.
Now it's a week, and now they've gone too far out for me.
Yeah.
You know, I've got my limit. Like, yeah, you can go ahead and make fun of us Christians and stuff like that. That's fine. But they were starting to take it to the absolute extreme. And I'm just like, I can no longer follow you. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, you can make fun of people, but when you don't make fun, but when you are and it was basically they were solely always just pushing onto the Christians constantly.
I haven't read it in a while.
Yeah, and I just was like, I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
done. Because the way I look at it is, if you can only make fun of one certain batch of people, you're not that funny.
I'm an equal opportunity hater. I hate everything.
No, what is it that we say at work? Oh, we're equal opportunity offenders. We will offend you, I promise.
That's actually pretty good.
But yeah, I didn't come up with that. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
I'm not that intelligent. I just
I'm not
realized
very
I keep scooting back. It's just like, I don't care anymore.
I mean, that's kind of why I'm just sitting here, like, just rocking back and forth, so I don't do that. Because I move around a lot. So
that's fine. You can move around.
Yeah.
That's why these are on stands. Mm-hmm. Instead of, because I was thinking about.
I'm back to being that guy from Home Improvement.
I'm like that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
Well, I mean, you're short. You
Fuck you.
covered up by everything.
I knew the shortness was going to come in sometime.
I have to get it out of my system.
I have not had one podcast without somebody mentioning the word short.
Don't get short with me now.
Motherfucker, my fucking arms are as big as your head. Piss me off again. That's all right. Next time, the next podcast, because it's going to be my little shtick. Remember how you were telling me I needed a shtick? Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, now it's going to be flannel shirts from now on.
Oh, boy.
Just on here, Ruby posters, possibly some Hero Academia back there and stuff like that. Either that or, if the curtain's going to be covered, I'll figure something out. I might
just get a big old My Hero Academia curtain.
Oh, I was looking up some stuff like that. Oh, no. No, the cheapest one I found was like $500. I was like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
I'm not sure how much it is, but there's a Street Fighter Snuggie that I was eyeing a few years back.
Street Fighter Snuggie?
Yeah.
God, I haven't played Street Fighter.
Let's see. I haven't played 5, which I really want to get because they've got a couple DLC characters that look fucking fantastic, like Minot.
Yeah, Chun-Li's Street Fighter, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I get them confused on which ones because I thought she was Tekken and.
Oh God.
I heard Tekken sucked. This last Tekken absolutely was horrible.
Tekken 7?
Yeah.
Actually, Tekken 7 is probably the best one that's come out in a while, as far as I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's not saying much. Because Tekken's been
downhill for a while.
Up and down. Like,
yeah, it is literally the roller coaster of games. It's like you get 2-3 good ones, and then it's done and over with. Or no, you get one good one absolute shit one, then you get a meh one, and then you get then it tanks down to below the bar that the first one set, and then it rises above Mortal Kombat, and then tanks back down.
Mortal Kombat's another series that's had serious up and downs.
Yeah, but it wasn't their fault though. It was more the government saying this is too violent.
I mean, Mortal Kombat versus DC is definitely their fucking fault.
I actually enjoyed that game.
They made that game, and that game was atrocious.
I enjoyed it, actually. I enjoyed it.
Did you enjoy Injustice as well?
I've only played like an hour of Injustice.
Well, I mean, that's not much to judge it on.
Yeah. Injustice is not terrible.
Injustice 1's bad. It just looked
Injustice 2 is a joke.
Yeah,
from what I can see.
The first Injustice was pretty decent, but it just looked awful because I had this stupid filter over it.
Oh. Well,
it made everything look plastic.
Yeah, they did do that. It was just like, no, and I don't like the way they depicted Supergirl in Injustice 2.
I haven't really played Injustice 2.
I haven't played it, but I've watched people play it. And I'm just like, she does not look like Supergirl. Supergirl.
Well, I mean, you say that, but they change the way characters look so frequently. It's hard to hard to tell.
But
anymore.
The down to basic Supergirl is long blonde hair.
She got like a bob or something.
Yeah, she got a bob. She doesn't. To me, it doesn't look right.
I mean, it doesn't look awful either, though.
It doesn't look awful, but my idea, like the CW Supergirl, she's okay.
Man, speaking of CW and speaking of superheroes, I saw this fucking GIF set like a demon suplexing like a giant fuzzy Furby thing.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And it was Legends of Tomorrow or something like that.
Oh yeah. I haven't watched Legends of Tomorrow in a while, but I'm getting ready to get. Pretty much, I don't watch TV.
But I mean, it was just so ridiculous because it's a fucking flying demon suplexing a giant blue fuzzy bear Furby thing, and it's just like, what the fuck is happening? And I mean, I've also seen like a little clip of Gorilla Grodd about to kill Obama when he was in college. It's like this show is fucking nuts. Yeah, I kind of want to watch it now.
The thing is though, it doesn't have like a all the way through story. each episode is a different story, which
Yeah,
is hard, which makes it hard to follow. They've got their like
kind of
like background antagonist,
villain of the week kind of stuff.
yeah, and they've got their background guy and all that, and what the hell is his name? The immortal guy.
Which one?
No, the one that was a caveman. He's the shit.
Because there's,
Vandal Savage.
Okay.
Season 2, he was kind of the background antagonist. They were following him through time, but they were having, but most of the time it was, we got to do this and got to do this. And
like
then
this guy popped up, so go deal with that really quick.
Yeah, and stuff like that. I mean, I like it like that because but I also do like the long stories throughout the season. But I also like those short. Hey, let's see some
Villain of the
crazy,
week.
crazy shit go on here. They barely survived that. Now you got to go, and then the season long antagonist has got to go through that. Did you hear something? I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what that is.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear it. I can hear it through the mic. Shut up out there! Kidding. No, but I like because then once they get to that season long antagonist, it's like, okay, this is going to be the battle. Like somebody's got to die.
It's been built up all season. There's been stuff going on. It's got to come to a crescendo now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I also like the stories that are like, yeah, well, this happened last season, and they're like, yeah, well, and I like all stories. Let me put it that way. If they're done right, if you're doing short stories with a long-term antagonist, those are my favorite.
Well, I mean, it's like the short little arcs.
Yeah.
In the overall story. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one reason that I kind of like Dragon Ball Z, but don't at the same time.
Well, I mean, half the arcs are filled with yelling and powering up, but no.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I used to really love Dragon Ball, but it's so predictable now. Like, I can tell you, the villain shows up, Z Fighters show up.
Goku shows up.
No, Z Fighters fight the villain. Villain kicks their ass. Goku shows up. Goku kicks villain's ass. Goku doesn't kill villain, turns around, gets stabbed in the back. Goku dies. Z Fighters collect the Dragon Balls. Repeat.
Not so much in DBS though.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, it's a lot different in DBS because, well, the first two arcs, the Frieza and Beerus arc,
Yeah.
that cliche. Then after that, it's not so much cliche anymore. It goes to different.
But after that, it becomes also fucking ridiculous because Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Just what? Why?
Super Saiyan Blue now.
Whatever. You know what I mean.
Well, they're using godlike ki to go Super
It's
Saiyan.
Just stop. Just stop.
Oh, out of all the weird things that you watch, that's your biggest gripe.
Yes, that's my biggest gripe. Because
How?
at this point, you need to just fucking start over. Hey, Goku died. It's like 100 years in the future. This is his fucking grandkid. Let's do his story. Not Goku, who has been in 5 shows now. 5 series.
True.
Because there's there's Dragon Ball, there's Dragon Ball Z, there's Dragon Ball GT, there's Dragon Ball Kai, Dragon Ball Super, and I feel like I'm missing one actually.
Well, that's all of them.
Is that all of them?
Yeah, that's all of them. But I don't care. The Cell Saga was the best.
Cell Saga wasn't bad.
Well, when Gohan finally is like, "Fuck you, I'm going to be the hero this time." I liked how in that arc, I guess is the best term for it.
Yeah.
Goku gets his ass kicked.
Yeah, he does.
And then Gohan's like, okay, fuck this shit, I'm done. Gets his ass kicked for a little bit, cliche anime. I don't care what you say. That is cliche anime. The protagonist is going to get his ass beat for a little while from the antagonist. And then it's like all of a sudden he finds this
second win, bounces back.
And yeah, that's cliche on any fucking movie you watch. It's like that. It doesn't matter if it's that way or not. That's my only gripe is like I want to see the protagonist get his ass beat and lose and be like, that's the end of the show.
Yeah.
That would actually be that'd be kind of refreshing.
Oh, I mean, I can't think of any specific names, but there are series where it's about the villain.
Well, the video game, that new Dragon Ball video game that came out.
Fighter Z?
Yeah, Fighter Z. You can play as all three.
I mean, all three what?
You can play as the, Goku and friends, the Z Fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can play as Cell and Frieza,
Well, I mean,
and then you go to Android 21.
Which is...
That's
yeah.
that's a cool concept.
It's a fighting game, though.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, they have to have the roster. I mean, everyone has been in the show. Frieza, Broly, Cell. Majin 21 is a new character, of course, that they added specifically for this game. And she might actually be my favorite character in the entirety of Dragon Ball.
Well, I heard rumors that game is a prelude to the next series that are coming. They stopped the series, from what I've read on some stuff. They stopped the series for now because they got a big movie coming out. Mm-hmm. And then after that movie, they're going to start production. And they said...
God, that just makes me think of those shitty-ass live-action Dragon Ball movies. Oh, those are awful.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yes.
And what was the other one?
I don't remember.
It was
I don't want to
shit.
remember.
Yeah. I watched 20 minutes of the first one, and I got up out of the theater and just walked out.
I don't blame you. I mean...
I was like, this is fucking stupid.
I saw the trailer for it, and I said, nope.
Yeah. Just cut it off at the...
Mm-hmm. I didn't even give them my money.
Wow. But that was the problem, is I never saw any of the previews. Because I don't watch TV. And then somebody told me, it was before I got a smartphone.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, this Dragon Ball movie's coming out. I'm like, hell fucking yeah.
Dragon Ball movie. Oh,
All
boy.
right.
Oh, boy.
I was like, no, I can't do this. And I've never done that to a movie in my entire life. Because I'll watch a movie. I don't give a... It could have...
I mean, there's a certain joy to be had from trash.
Yeah. But when the trash stinks that bad...
Mm-hmm.
You know...
When it stopped becoming trash and becomes sludge, and the sludge is on fire, and you just want to leave.
And then you realize you're on fire, and you just want to fight. And then you realize you're in hell, and go...
Oh,
this is nice.
This is my life now.
Yeah.
I'm Hellboy.
Yeah. That would be awesome. Hellboy, a lot of people did not like Hellboy. I actually enjoyed the movies.
I mean, I only saw the first one.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the first one for what it was, but the comics, I don't know, the comics were better, in my opinion.
Well, I never read the comics, so I got to go in there, fresh face, knew nothing, and
I didn't read the comics until after I watched Hellboy in the first place. So the Hellboy movie was my first introduction to Hellboy, and that's what got me into the comics. So I mean, I can give it that at least.
Yeah, and nobody liked the second one.
I never watched the second one. I didn't even know there was a second one until like years after it came out.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but you can tell he aged quite a bit because he's not.
Because he started melting.
Yeah. You could tell no matter how much makeup you put on his face, it was still like his cheekbones weren't near as high anymore and stuff like that. It was like, getting a little old, man. Getting a little old to be playing Hellboy. I can't even remember the dude's name.
I can't either.
See, that's the only thing that sucks is, it's like we know these movies, but we can't name the freaking actors.
Yeah.
But I don't mind that because it's like I remember the character. I don't remember the actor. And now my brother Rob, on the other hand, he remembers the actor and not the character.
Right.
And so, if I have problems with it, I'm just like, hey, this. Oh, hey, okay. It was like Arrow. Mm-hmm. He refused to watch it. I'm like, just watch it. Either. I was like, just watch it. Seasons 1 through 5th season, we'll talk about it. 6th season, from what I understand, they went back down to the roots of everything. They're street level again, not magic and all this happy stuff. It's street, and so
I like Luke Cage, I guess.
Oh, Luke,
I haven't watched that. I need to.
no,
Because I caught up with Daredevil and I watched The Punisher and then I just stopped watching Netflix again.
have you watched Jessica Jones?
No.
You need to watch that. That one's gritty. If you've ever read her comics,
I actually haven't because I don't know who that is actually. So that'll be new to me.
yeah, it's dark. It is like if you read some of the comics and everything.
I mean, like Punisher dark.
More like not death dark, more like fucked up shit dark. Like the Purple Man. You know who the Purple Man is, don't you? The guy that secretes radiation that he uses mind control on people.
Is it bad that you said Purple Man and I thought of fucking Five Nights at Freddy's?
No, because that thought flashed through too. I was like, why the hell am I thinking
So I'm like,
Five Nights at
what are you
Freddy's?
talking about Purple Man?
Yeah,
Five Nights at Freddy's?
But he's a Hulk.
Like a Hulk clone kind of deal.
No. He's gamma radiation, but he's not super
Well,
strong. But he does mind control.
I don't mean clone.
Yeah.
In the sense of like a literal clone, you took this person, made a second of him, and that's a clone. I mean like clone as in this game is real similar to that game.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But he's not super strong or anything. He just secretes this endorphin. I guess.
Dark Souls to Lord of the Fallen. That kind of clone is what I'm thinking of.
Okay. Oh, yeah. But he does mind control.
Mm-hmm.
And one day she's got mild flight abilities and stuff like that. Some super strength and not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's trying to break up this crime, and he's sitting there eating a steak, and all of a sudden the gamma radiation hits her, and he just looks at her and says, "Take off your clothes." Continues eating his steak, makes her strip right there.
Wow. Okay.
And he did mind control for 8 fucking months on this girl. 8 months. He would be having sex with these girls in bed and make her feel like she wants it, but not give her that satisfaction of getting it, and just fucked with her head for 8 straight months.
Yeah, that is pretty fucked up.
Yeah. That's why I find her an intriguing character.
Heroine.
It's like, heroine. Not really. She's more
anti-heroine.
Yeah, more like anti because she's fucking.
She's
a raging alcoholic.
It is Marvel.
It is.
This is from the people that honestly Daredevil isn't exactly. He's on the up and up, but the people around him like Elektra and Styx, they're not heroes. They're straight up fucking killers.
Yeah, they're assassins.
Yeah,
that's all they are.
I mean, this is like again Punisher.
Yeah,
he is not a hero.
No, one of my favorite things is the spring.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds so weird in the headphone. No, where were we? Until we got distracted. Punisher kills the Marvel Universe.
Oh yeah.
That is a good one. I like Deadpool.
There's also Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe, which makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, but Punisher, I mean, he was just like, fuck it, this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of the CIA killing them.
Yeah,
it was the heroes in New York that killed them, and he's like, nah, you're all paying for this shit.
Right.
And then read the story. Even if you don't like comics, get the cliff notes from it and the drawings from it, because that is one of the best drawn ones I have seen and ever seen. The cover art does not do it justice at all.
Yeah.
By any stretch of the imagination. It is a very, very well written, well thought out thing. Deadpool's was great. Do not get me wrong, but I would take the Punisher over Deadpool's.
Yeah, it just makes me think of another comic that I actually really like the art in was the Venom ones, the Venom comics.
Venom they've always had good.
Yeah.
Good. See, I used to think, because I was a Spider-Man fanboy. when I was younger and everything. Just like every other kid's like, oh, I want to be Superman or Spider-Man,
Fuck Superman.
Fucking overpowered. Never mind.
Yeah. We're not going to get into that.
Yeah, because that could be a 4-hour conversation
That's
there.
a podcast in its own.
Yeah.
We're going to leave it at a blanket. Fuck Superman.
All right, there we go. But Spider-Man has always intrigued me. He's this punk kid, fast talking, fast beating, just can do it right now, with an IQ of 250.
Does he have an IQ?
Yes, it's an IQ of 250. That is the lore. It is
because I've read. I'm sitting here talking about comics. I've barely scratched the surface. Like I read bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I haven't really dug deep into anything in particular. I don't know why I did that.
I don't know. Well, now they know your fingerprints, and now you're gonna be. No, I haven't even scratched the surface yet. I've got like 200 on my other phone.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I like the feel of the paper and everything, but I also, like convenience. So,
well, I mean, I've got a bunch of books. Guess what? I don't read any books. I will literally go find the freaking ebook, download it on my phone, so I don't have to haul a book around. I have my phone in my pocket with me at all times. Why am I gonna have to carry a book around when I can just? No, I'm reading a book now.
Well, if you look down there, I've got books down there.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I do still grab them once in a while and read them. But here lately, I've been into the Audible books.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think I would get into them, and lo and behold, I fucking love them.
I mean, well,
as long as you don't...
I've gotten on Audible and stuff, and I've gotten a couple books off there, but probably the thing I do the most is, like I said, I'll grab an ebook and I'll upload it to Google Books, and I'll have it read it to me, because there's like the computer voice isn't too bad.
Yeah,
it does stumble over some things, but it's pretty fluid.
Yeah. One book that I'm reading that a lot of people think I'm weird, but Jordan Peterson's 12 Steps to Happy Life in Chaos.
I'm just reading a Warhammer 40K book on.
No, not me. I believe it or not, I actually like getting into the deep discussions of politics and stuff like that, which I know you don't. I mean, you'll scratch the surface here and there, and you're like,
I'll give you my opinion, but I'm not going to argue with it because there's no point. You're going to stick to your viewpoint. I mean, there's not a whole lot I can say.
I believe it or not, I have changed some people's minds on the way I look at things versus the way they look at things. And God, that is the greatest feeling in the world. It's like, hey, I did something. I changed somebody's mind on not being stupid. I
mean, when you boil it down, like politics, honestly, religion, those are my two. Don't talk to me about those topics.
But those are my favorite topics.
I know. Don't talk to me about politics or religion. We're being fancy. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know where
we'll
I'll
be
go
good.
With that.
We'll be good.
I lost my train of thought halfway through that.
What are you, stoned?
No.
You been smoking that wacky tobacco?
No, I've been smoking that sleep deprivation.
God, I don't sleep much either, so I can't say nothing. I fucking went to bed at 10:30, was up at 3:30, and was like, shit.
Went to sleep at 8, woke up at 2.
Yeah, well, that's 6 hours.
Yeah,
I mean that's livable.
Yeah.
But you got a 45-minute drive to get here, so it's
no, actually, it's longer. It's about closer to an hour.
Yeah, well, depending on how fast you want to go.
Yeah, if I want to go 85 on the 75 and get pulled over, or no 70. It's 55, 70.
Yeah, 55 and 70. Yeah. I'm glad I made that move to let's get to the area where I'm supposed to be at. Because now it's 4 miles. I go 4 miles. Depending on traffic, I am there in 5 minutes.
Right.
Depends on if I hit the stoplights or not. If I don't, it's awesome. That's why I like living in, sort of small town. This is not really a small town. It's bigger than what I used to be.
It's a bit like where I used to live, which I would consider it a very small city, because it's not really a small town. There's not really a big town either.
Yeah, and it's not nowhere near a city.
No.
But if they keep expanding the way they are, it'll be a city within the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the God, have you seen how many houses are going up in this area?
I barely. Well, I mean, I take my set route in and out, so no, not really.
Oh God, there's down that way, down on 61.
Mm-hmm.
They've got construction all over the place down there, and they're trying to expand the city limits down to there so they can get that tax money.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, well, I doubt it happens because people are going to vote no.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still going to have a Perryville. Oh, don't you love phones?
Mm-hmm. I can double tap my screen to turn it on, and it's like, no, I don't want to. So I move my finger less than a centimeter down, and it was like, oh, hey, you're trying to turn the phone or screen on.
Yeah. Yeah, mine you have to hold the bottom a little bit and do it. I got an S8, that's why. Because
I got a LG G4.
I don't do well with HTC or LG. It's either Samsung or nothing.
I don't like HTC, and Samsung's alright, but for whatever reason, I just really like the LG G series.
I've had better luck with Samsung because the Motorola ones that they had out.
Yeah.
Oh God, those were junk.
Oh yeah, they were.
Oh God, I'm not trying to bad talk anybody, but when you have a piece of shit, it's a piece of shit, and I will not own a fucking iPhone. I don't care what anybody says.
I had an iPod. That's the closest I've ever had to an iPhone. And
Yeah, I had an iPhone for a month.
Mm-hmm.
And when I realized that I literally have to pay for every damn thing that is on the Android market for free, fuck you, I don't want you. And it was like, oh, that's $9.99? Shit, I can get that on Android for free.
Well, I mean, technically you can get everything for free.
Yeah, if you jailbreak it.
No, if you go to Google and download the APK.
No, yeah, I guess you could do that, but I'm not like that though. You know, I like being honest with, because
well, I mean, to be fair, there is kind of legitimate reasons to do that because you can go get like a mobile game I used to play. I haven't really played it anymore because I stopped playing mobile games. Is Fate Grand Order. There's the Japanese version of it and there's the American version of it. The American version of it is about 2 years behind the Japanese version.
Oh, okay.
And you can go, you know what? I want to see what the fuck's actually happening.
Yeah.
Let me go grab the Japanese APK and I'll screw around with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not used to these headphones yet.
That reminds me, I can give you a free video editor that I use.
Which one was that?
I'll have to see what it's called. I think I'll check when I get home. Just text it to you.
Okay, that'll work. I've got the thing is though, I don't have a flash drive right now to load over right now, so I can just send it.
You get like a Ethernet cable. You should be able to hook them up through that.
Yeah, I could do that. Well, what do you think that was on the walls when you were walking through? What do you think that cord is right next to you? Down on the floor to your right.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an Ethernet cable, buddy.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah. Well, I also painted because we're not allowed to drill through walls and stuff like that. So I taped it and painted it all white and then ran it across, and nobody ever notices it now. Because
VSDC video editor.
Oh, okay, yeah. I haven't tried that one.
Use.
I haven't tried it yet. So, and I now pay for Photoshop and all that. I'm trying all that out.
I just use GIMP.
Yeah. Hey, get closer to the mic so I can fucking hear you. No. Do it. I am. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, we had to take a break there. It was time for the communal smoke break.
And also, this room is getting fucking hot break.
Yeah, it was getting a little warm there. And we're only at an hour and a half. What the hell, man?
Has it been an hour and a half?
Yeah, you got here. Oh, an hour and 15 minutes.
Nah.
Sorry. Minus the cigarette break that I had before we got in here. Mm-hmm. So that's not terrible.
No, it's not.
I didn't realize it'd been already that quick because it's going on 1 o'clock now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got off at 11, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So actually, no, yeah, it'd been about an hour and a half then. Because it's 12:45. So, yeah, we got about another...
I'm kind of just watching that webcam because I noticed it lagged when I came in here.
Yeah, they do. They do. They'll lag.
Oh, it's
Because the
it's
computer
pretty
sucks.
apparently because I like teleported across the screen.
Yeah, which I don't... Like I said, this is just the startup.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a startup. Once it gets bigger and better and everything, then it'll get bigger and better stuff. But
Yeah.
right now, because I was reading a bunch of articles online, you know, they're like, start a podcast in 2018. Just do it. Everybody else is doing it.
I mean,
Do
why
it.
not?
I mean, you know, startup's cheap, and then it can grow into something bigger and better. You know, a lot of the podcasts that started, they were, you know, minuscule and tiny. Well, look at the RT podcast. The first time it aired, it got, I think, 150, 200 views.
If that.
If that. Now it's way the hell up there because it's, you know, the RT podcast. Or Drunk, it was Drunk Tank at the time.
Right.
Then it moved up to there. If you guys can't tell, I'm also a big Rooster Teeth fan.
I mean, it's not really all that apparent.
Yeah, I know. But one of my favorite shows from there is On the Spot. Have you ever watched that?
No.
It's kind of like
I kind of dropped off of Rooster Teeth about the same time I dropped off Ruby, so.
you should watch it. It's improv comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually pretty funny. It's more of a podcast style improv.
Mm-hmm.
It gets weird. It gets weird with everything. I'm glad your drink's all the way over there, so if you knock it, we got time to lift everything up. Yeah, I know, my trash can's full.
Just move it over here and it'll fall right into the trash can.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But anything else you want to talk about?
I have no idea. I've completely forgotten everything.
Well, that's why I like calling you Kevin Smith, because you have the attention span of a rat.
That's rude to rats.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, I am too tired for that shit, man. No, we hit a lot on video games, a lot more than I thought.
I should probably stop looking at my phone, too. That might help.
Yeah, it's been kind of fucking rude, because where's my phone at?
On the bed?
Yeah, exactly.
But you also got on a computer a couple times.
Really? I kind of have to make sure the fucker's recording. I kind of have to make sure, we don't find...
I have barely looked at my phone this entire time.
Yeah, barely. You shouldn't look at it at all when you're on trying to do
This
is trying to be professional.
I was looking up a release date for something. Don't even... No.
I'm going to judge you worse than anything.
That's fine.
All right. Well, fine then. If you can't figure something out to talk about, we're going to go to...
Oh, yeah, I remember. I asked you if you heard about that Bully Hunters thing.
Bully Hunters? No.
Okay. So, this is fucking ridiculous. Basically, there's this thing called Bully Hunters. I don't really know all that much about it because it's just been popping up on my Twitter feed.
Yeah.
But basically, it's a bunch of female gamers who are like rating games and streams of female bullies.
Female bullies.
People who are just being meanies to girls. And killing them with their elite gamer female skills. And it's just ridiculous because, that's fine. Sure. Go raid streams where a dude's being a dick. That's cool. The problem with it is, however, the spokesperson for this, and it's sponsored by SteelSeries, which makes me really embarrassed to use SteelSeries stuff. Because the spokeswoman for Bully Hunters is a bully. There is literal clips of her playing, I don't know, I think it might have been like PUBG or something, but she's just calling everyone faggots. She's blowing up on Twitter, calling people cunts and retards and all this other shit. And it's just like, how out of touch are you?
That you are being the bully.
Right.
I mean, well, a lot of bullies don't realize they're being a bully, though.
It's just,
but as soon as you say,
it's not even that. It's the irony of the situation.
yeah, and I get what you're saying, but what I find funny is that these motherfuckers that they're like, oh, I'm a victim, and yet they're the one doing the victimizing. They're making everybody else into a victim. And as soon as you mention that to them,
they get super defensive.
They get super defensive and just become a total cunt.
Total asshole, yeah.
There's no other word for it. You're being a total cunt, whether you're male, female,
somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between.
Purple monster.
Yeah, fag. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, let's not get on that because I could talk about that for hours. God damn. The pronouns that you have to use nowadays is ridiculous. Canada just...
Is that to say you? I don't really care anymore.
Yeah. They.
They.
Well, that's offensive.
Inclusive pronouns.
Inclusive pronouns. When the fuck did our speech become that we had to have inclusive pronouns? Oh, wait.
About 2010.
Don't get me started on that. I mean,
well, you did ask me.
Yeah. Well, I was also trying to be a rhetoric, trying to be a dick.
And I'm sandbagging you.
I fucking hate you. But I love you. But I hate you. Oh, God.
That was really quiet. I don't even know if that picked up. I'm sandbagging you, though.
Yeah, I know. I heard you in my ears.
Okay.
Mine are turned way the fuck up because I'm deaf, so I can hear you. And I've got
it doesn't matter if you can hear me. So that matters if the watchers can hear me. Because they're the ones that matter.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them.
I'm kidding. No, whoever watches this, thank you. The whole 7 or 8 of you that constantly watch these.
The whole 5 people who don't watch. I mean, what?
I guarantee you're going to watch this one.
No.
Why not?
Because I hate my voice. I don't know why people who watch my streams can listen to my voice.
You have got one... From what I understand,
okay,
you've got one of them very deep, sensual voices. I'm tone deaf, so...
What are you talking about? Yeah, that bitch.
Blue
punch buggy.
I mean, it's a thing with everyone. No one really do you like your voice?
It sounds the same as yours. I'm tone deaf. I can't tell the difference.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
My mother and my niece sound the exact same.
Most normal people don't like the sound of their own voice when they hear it through playbacks. They like the sound of the voice in their head, and there's a very specific reason for that. The voice you hear when you're talking is not your actual voice because it is vibrating through your skull, so it's actually a few notes deeper in your own head than it actually is in real life. Right. So when you listen to playback and you're like, oh my God, is that my voice? That's why. Oh. You're hearing it without those vibrations.
Learning something. Yeah, because I legitimately cannot tell. Mm-hmm. Everybody says I've got a good deep voice, so.
No, your voice isn't too bad.
It's got a little bit of twang to it, is from what I understand too, but.
I don't even know.
Which is funny because I come from up north, like Chicago north.
That's not really north.
That's pretty middle. North. I was 20 miles from the Wisconsin border. That is pretty fucking north. Okay?
Well, I mean, Illinois is one of those weird places because you can say that. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm pretty far from pretty far up north. And then you can also say, I'm from the south in Illinois.
Yeah. It's just that long thing in the middle of the country. Slice. That's a pile of shit and it needs to go away.
That's half the states in this country, though.
Missouri's the best, though. When it comes to laws, Missouri's one of the best.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're dangerous on them treads of politics there, dude.
Okay, you know what? I've been looking up weird acts and bills and shit.
Yeah.
Did you know there is an anti-human chimera law?
What the fuck is that?
You can't splice human DNA with animal DNA.
Why not? That sounds fun.
That's where furries come from.
Oh, Jesus
That's where cat girls come from. You want cat girls, viewer? Do you want a cat girl? Do you want a domestic cat girl in your own house? You know you do. You can't have them.
For a second there, I was going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about here, man? But the government has some weird fucking laws.
No, there are multiple reasons for the bill, and one actually does make sense. The zoonotic diseases,
Yeah.
like bird flu.
Yeah.
It would create a perfect jumping point from birds to people.
Yeah.
But most of it is just, we don't want to muddy our gene pool too much. Ugh. I mean, fuck, who cares at this point?
Look at the two people sitting here. Really?
Our gene pools
really,
are
government?
pretty much fucked up.
You're going to be like that? Oh, we don't want to muddy the gene pool. What the fuck? Just look around the country, look around the world.
Our gene pool's pretty messed up as it is.
What I find funny is these, you're not allowed to fat shame.
I'm fat shaming now. I'm shaming myself.
Yeah, it's like these girls that say, oh, there's no such thing as a fat girl. If you're saying that, you're probably a fat girl. Mm-hmm. I don't care.
I'm fat. I'll admit it. I don't care.
I am hefty. I'm not fat. I am hefty. I am 210 pounds.
I'm bigger than you are.
Yeah,
in
but
multiple ways.
God damn it again. No, I've always been
Husky.
I've always been husky. Yeah.
Even my voice cracked.
Husky. No, I've always been like
I keep scratching my face, and it's really bugging me because I try not to do that.
Yeah, but what I've learned is that even when I'm at 145 pounds, I still look the same size as when I do at 175.
Yeah.
When I reach the 200 mark, that's when my body changes a little bit. Once I get down to 175, it looks like I'm 140. Mm-hmm. And when I first came back to work, I was,
You were a lot skinnier when you came back.
I was a lot skinnier. And, well, that job required...
All that hard work down the drain.
Well,
more specifically, down your throat with all the food you've been eating.
No, I had a bladder infection. And
I know.
I know that sounds weird, but I had a bladder infection, and I wasn't eating. I wasn't hungry.
Yeah.
I couldn't eat. And didn't know why. I was like, all right, I'm not going to argue this,
Yeah, this is... I think you told me this story before, actually.
Yeah.
With, like, the needle in the butt.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, oh, yeah, well, here you go. And there you go. And now here's a whole bunch of amoxicillin. Take it. And it's like, oh, God, this is bad.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, you've had that in there for a while. I was like, how can you tell? Oh, we can tell. It's like, oh. It's like if it got any worse, you were probably going to be having some sort of surgery because you wouldn't have a bladder anymore.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, well, you would
Bladder's
die.
kind of important.
Yeah, just like the kidneys. Spleen's the only thing that's not,
Yeah, you can do with one liver.
Yeah. And the appendix, that can just go. That's from evolution.
The appendix does nothing. The appendix is just a time bomb to randomly kill you.
Well, they figured out what it was for through through the evolutionary process and everything, because it used to be that it would filter the raw meats.
Right.
They said that it used to connect up further, and that would it was just like a gland.
Be that as it may, it's still just a time bomb saying, "Oh, you know what? I'm going to stop working now, and I'm going to explode and kill you."
Yeah.
So that's all it is now.
Yeah. It's just a severe pain, and then you go in. Oh, God. It
Just makes me think of all the stories I've heard about appendicitis and stuff like that.
my mother had that, actually. She had appendicitis. I think one of my brothers had it. One's got a sciatic nerve problem. I think. I can't remember. My family's messed up. But
Well, I just remember a friend of mine, she, her appendix decided to say, "Fuck you," and burst.
Ew.
And she's, laid up in ICU yelling at the nurse because the nurse won't let her see herself. Because she doesn't realize she's in the ICU in bed and she's trying to visit herself. Yeah.
Yeah,
She was real loopy.
See, last time I had surgery. Oh God, I can't hear myself now. There we go. Had a little bit of lag through the headphone. That was weird on my side. I don't know what's going on there. But I had a what was it? Oh, it was my nose surgery. When I broke my nose for the umpteenth time, and they're like, "Hey, we gotta fix it." It's like, oh fuck, all right. So they did the nose surgery and everything, and the nurse is waking me up, and she told me I looked her dead in the face and said, "Fuck you, I ain't waking up," and went back to sleep. And I slept for another 3 hours.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I was out for a total of, I think, what did they say, 16, 17 hours? I was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, holy shit, how long did the surgery? I was like, how long did the surgery take? And they're like, about 8 hours.
That's a pretty long surgery, actually.
Yeah. They had to do a bunch of reconstruction in there, and I mean a bunch. They had a deviated septum, other cartilage that was fucked up that they had to repair. They had to fix the bridge, and everything. I had a stitch right here. That was the most annoying thing in the world.
Because it itches.
Yeah, it itched, and it was just like long enough to where it was just tickling
the other side.
Tickling the other side, so I had to walk around like this, with the with the
nose flared out.
Nostrils. And then I had a cast on top of it. It was weird.
I've never seen a nose cast.
Yeah. All it is just a piece of metal that's glued on.
Oh, like a little,
yeah.
Like one of those sleep strips.
Yeah. Well, a lot bigger though.
Well, yeah.
It took up the whole nose and everything, and it was weird. But yeah, she said I woke up, looked her dead in the eye, and said, "Fuck you, I'm going back to sleep." And I'm like, okay, I guess I believe you.
I think the first and only time I've ever had surgery or any kind of anything like that, I don't actually remember it because I was still a baby.
Oh, I had surgery when I was on my left testicle. I had surgery on that. I was born with a testicle about that big.
That's fun.
Yeah. No, that was not fun. That was a bad ordeal. And then I had a hernia surgery shortly after that.
Mm-hmm.
Double hernia. Had one on each side, which I'm supposed to get a checkup for that again. They said once you have a hernia surgery, you gotta
go back. Keep checking up.
Keep checking up.
Like relapse kind of deal.
Yeah. Well, I got that when I went to go work at the other place, and they hired me on, and they're like, "Okay, turn your head and cough." I'm like, "Fuck, I don't want to do that." That was, God, 15 years ago last time I had to have that.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck am I? All right, whatever. I don't care.
Well, the time I mentioned, I was still a baby.
Yeah.
And my grandma had one of those old kerosene lamps.
Yeah.
Well, the kerosene was blue. And dumbass little short pants me was like, "Hey, that looks good to drink. Let's drink kerosene." So I drank kerosene. And I had my stomach pumped.
And charcoal.
I don't know. Like I said, I was teeny tiny little short pants me.
Oh, I bet you they had to charcoal you up.
Probably.
Charcoal. Ugh. If you ever had that, I accidentally, what was it? Oh, I forgot what it was. I overdosed on something, but it was like a legitimate accidental.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was NyQuil or something like that, and I was feeling fucked up because I was drunk off of it, but my blood pressure was like
through the roof,
through the fucking roof, like heart attack stage.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Oh, we gotta pump your stomach," and they pumped me, and I got that sweet, sweet taste of charcoal. Ugh.
Sounds delicious.
Oh, it is the most disgusting thing in the world. I would rather lick a peep. Leak. God damn it! You're fucking me up here. Lick a piece of shit than do that ever again. Because I think shit would taste better.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, I'm weird like that, man. I'm weird like that.
You got that scat fetish, huh?
No, I don't have a scat fetish. I can promise you that.
Let's not ever talk about fetishes ever again.
Yeah, I know you got some weird ones, and we'll leave it at that.
Oh, fine, I'm normal.
You liar and a faggot, aren't you? Jesus. Oh no, I've got some oddball stuff that I'm into, and it's just weird stuff. I mean, we all have our thing. Like, you know, I've got a. I'm not jerking off to that crap, man. I enjoy the show. I legitimately enjoy the show.
Yeah.
And to keep the show going, I do my part by, yeah, they were all on sale. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I understand.
I mean, everybody's got to have, if you don't buy stuff that they have, trying to support the show, they're not going to continue it. That's on any show. Mm-hmm. Even these, mainstream shows that are, television shows and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, NCIS has got stuff out, merch and stuff like that. So if you don't buy the merch,
NCIS. I guess there is NCIS merch, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like I could easily see like an NCIS hat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. I enjoy NCIS. I do.
There's a problem with NCIS and stuff like that.
What's that?
The problem is called The Wire. Once you watch The Wire, those shows are like, this is kind of bad compared to The Wire.
Like House of Cards.
Yeah, I don't know. I never watched House of Cards.
Oh, the Lucy who was on here last time. The one that was sitting in the chair. Let me rephrase that. She wanted me to start watching Vikings.
That's a History Channel thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's on Netflix.
I think I might have seen some of that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. It's the Vikings, and then you got Vikings. Vikings is pure Netflix.
I don't know. I think I saw something about Vikings on History Channel. It was like some weird show.
Yeah. I don't even have a TV in this room, man. Mm-hmm. I don't watch.
Yeah, you do.
Where?
Right there. Your monitor.
That is a computer monitor, jackass.
You can watch TV shows on that.
I know you can, but I'm not going to.
That's a TV.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong, but I don't subscribe to the mainstream television, like Dish, all that stuff. No. I don't watch that.
I mean, neither do I. I've got internet, and that's the only thing I got.
Yeah. Well, internet. The way they have TV shows set up anymore, that is a thing of the past. Mm-hmm. It really is. Oh, you got 15 minutes of show, 7 minutes of commercial. 15 minutes of show, 7 minutes of commercial. Nobody has the patience for that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually getting worse as time goes on, honestly.
Yeah. Because even if I've gotten so bad about it, and I'll be the first to admit, like, even if it has to buffer just a little bit, I should probably move so I can see it again.
I keep going to hide behind the mic, and I don't know why.
It's fine. The cameras are there. Like, if you didn't want to be on camera,
it's not that I don't want to be on camera. It's just I'm doing it like without realizing it.
Well, once I get the switcher and everything, and whoever's talking, I can just go click, 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 click. But right now, I gotta.
Honestly,
I could do it. I can change the scene on this.
What I would say is have like the cameras there. Just have all the cameras playing at the same time, so you can watch whatever you're watching.
Yeah.
And say you wanted to show someone a YouTube video that we were talking about.
Yeah.
You would have a separate section for your monitor at the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that computer ain't gonna be handling that shit right now.
Yes. I know. I'm just.
Because when I run on because I mean it's even lagging it out now because it's been on for too long.
Boy, that was really loud.
Yeah. That's why you always use two fingers. God damn it. I'm going to have to turn the audio down considerably on this.
Just edit this part out, fuck it.
No. I can't do too much editing now. He keeps telling me I have to edit. I'm not going to edit all of it.
No, just edit out the section where I'm messing with this thing.
Nope, it's going to stay in.
No, edit it out.
No.
It's literally...
Whose show is this?
It is literally select this section of the video, press the split button, delete, or go over here to where it ends, press the split button, delete this section, merge them.
Yeah, now this conversation afterwards, we'll be like, what the fuck were they talking about?
We'll delete this session too.
No, fuck you. I can't keep deleting
No,
shit.
no, don't. You're not constantly deleting shit. You're deleting the one whole giant chunk where we're just talking about random bullshit that isn't relevant to anything. And because I'm missing with this thing.
Everything we've talked about has been irrelevant and bullshit.
Okay.
So what you're
okay.
saying is I have to delete the whole fucking podcast.
Yes.
And I'm not going to do it. Unless this fucking recording fucks up, and then I'll punch the goddamn computer.
Oh, I mean, that's cathartic in its own way.
I'd fucking kill you. I would. This man right here would be dead. Dead, dead, dead. Oh, look at the shadow on yours.
Eh?
Yeah, look.
Oh.
In the back.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's pretty ghetto behind the scenes right now.
Yep.
But, oh, God, it's crazy. And one thing that a lot of people talked about this, but how big comic book movies have gotten.
Yeah. It's gotten to the point that I've just stopped.
Yeah. Like Avengers Infinity Wars, it looks good, but I'm not going to go out there and break my neck to go see it. I'm going to wait till it comes out on Google, and I'll just buy it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to be one of those ones that I used to be the type that, like, oh, it's coming out, I got to go see it in the theater.
Right.
The last one that I want to see in theater was Logan.
The last movie I saw in a theater was probably Star Wars Force Awakens.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's really confusing though, because there's Force Awakens and then there's Force Unleashed, which is a video game. That is a really similar title.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. That is weird. They can't think of new names.
And I constantly get them confused.
Yeah. It sounds really weird right now.
Why?
With one ear on and the
yeah.
other. Unless you're used to
Because
it.
you've got like a weird kind of slight delay in the headphones probably, so there's like a little...
No, there's
really?
zero latency.
Either way, you're getting a weird echo kind of deal.
Yeah. But at least you can hear out of these headphones, because the other pair that I had, I could only hear out of the left side, and that was with that cranked all the way up, and the volume on the mic all the way up.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was getting a little rough there, and it came with the kit, so
Yeah.
And I dropped them once, and that was the end of it. They were done. But oh God! But yeah, back to the movies and everything. The last one was Logan, which if you've never seen it, it's fucking badass.
I haven't even seen Guardians of the Galaxy, and everyone's like, "No, you gotta go watch it though." And I'm like, "Okay." And then by the time I get to a point where I can watch the video or the movie, I'm like, "What? Oh, hey, Smite, video games, fun things. Bye."
Yeah. No, I went and saw Logan in the theaters, and I give that movie
10 out of 10.
I give it 11 out of 10.
10
It was
out
the
of 10.
perfect send-off for him. That was a perfect send-off. Because I know you know all the spoilers that happened in it by now.
Probably.
No. Spoiler alert, if you have not seen the movie, too fucking bad. He dies, obviously. You knew that. That was coming and everything. But the way they portrayed everything and let it be a rated R fucking movie.
Right.
I'm glad Disney and Fox did not buy each other out, because Disney
Snape killed Dumbledore.
God damn it. I think I've seen like an hour of the first movie.
I've watched them all.
Then I got distracted and went about my day.
Because, I mean, that was kind of my childhood.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter started when, I don't know, I want to say...
I think it was 4th grade for me.
Yeah, it was somewhere around there.
Yeah.
It was real early on.
Yeah, because we're not that far different in age. And
No.
I think it was 4th grade, so that'd been like 1st grade for you.
Probably,
roughly. Or no? No, that'd be 2nd grade for you.
Either way, I was real young.
Yeah. But, God. I loved the books. I read up to the Goblet of Fire, and then I, started smoking pot and stopped caring, so...
That'll do it, yeah.
Because I think, 8th grade is when I started smoking pot. Lots of pot. But I admit to my faults back when I was a kid. I did some pretty stupid shit, and like these kids that are recording themselves on doing these pranks and everything. What the fuck are you thinking? It's like, you know it's illegal.
I don't know if it was like an actual thing or not, but I heard about these. You know, like the ice bucket challenge and shit like that.
Yeah, I did. I even did that.
Well, there was one that I saw where it's basically you put your arm on a fucking burner. That was the challenge. On a lit burner. People are fucking stupid.
Well, it's just like the condom challenge now.
What's that?
Oh, you haven't heard about it?
No.
Oh,
God, is that snorting condoms?
yeah, the snorting condom one.
I've seen a picture of that.
Yeah, that is so fucking stupid. And they can't even think of original things to do because that started in 2013.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was 5 years ago, man.
And I haven't heard about this, and this is 5 years old. So fun.
Yeah. People are fucking stupid. Yeah. I don't get it. People are so damn stupid about. And this is the generation, and then we're gonna just touch on a little political thing.
Oh boy.
This is the generation that wants to rule the government. Say the government's not doing their job. You're eating Tide Pods and snorting condoms. Fuck off.
Tide Pod and bleached cereal.
Yeah.
That's a Tide Pod. I meant Tide Pods.
Yeah. Yeah, we could just mix it all together and be like, here you go, here's some marshmallows. We kind of melted the marshmallows. You'll like it.
Just put some Lucky Charm marshmallows in there. It's fine.
Yeah, God. People are so damn dumb. Growing up, we were stupid. Mm-hmm. We did some stupid shit.
I did some stupid shit. I'm not going to deny that.
But we did not purposely put laundry detergent in our mouth. On purpose.
Okay, yeah.
On purpose. I can understand if you're a little kid and you're like, what's it? I understand that. You're a kid.
Little kid drinking kerosene.
Yeah. Stuff like that. Yeah, I get that. You don't know any better. You can't read.
It was before I had cognitive memories. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah. Conscious memories. Let's put
Whatever.
it that way.
You know what I mean.
Because I still get flashbacks, when I was wee little, and I ask my mom or, somebody in the family, and they go, yeah, that did happen. How the hell do you remember that? And it just flashed in my head, and I'm like, did that really happen?
Yeah.
You sure about that? All right. You get weird looks when you can remember shit from when you were 2 years old. Because I remember sitting in a high chair. I had Cheerios, and I was throwing them at my grandmother. And one of my first words was, fuck.
No, I don't know if I quite remember it, or if it's just my mind making up the memory.
Yeah.
But one of the earliest stories I was told was, back in the day, my grandma had a Nintendo, and she was playing, I think, Final Fantasy 2 or something on it. Well, 2-year-old little short pants me. I really like that phrase, and I don't know why. But anyways, 2-year-old little me climbs up in my grandma's lap and just takes the controller out of her hands and starts playing fucking Final Fantasy 2. And that's the first time I played a video game.
I didn't play a video game until, I want to say, 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Never touched a video game until 3rd grade.
No, my entire family was video games. I said video games again.
Video games.
Video games.
Yeah. Am I going to have to take that away from you?
No.
You keep dropping it and making noise, man. God damn it.
Don't say it. You're going to make me do it on purpose.
Well, I'm going to get another one of these, and it's going to sit on here. So, no, I'm being serious.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of help with the echo, because that's another thing that, if it was wood, I wouldn't worry about it. Mm-hmm. But it's not wood, and I'm in
I completely lost my train of thought again.
Final Fantasy 2.
Oh, yeah.
Have you played that as an adult?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've replayed all the Final Fantasy games.
I've never gotten into Final Fantasy. I should.
Well, my entire family. This is what I was gonna say. My entire family, like, I grew up with video games.
Yeah.
Like, I used to play. I played Final Fantasy 7 and I played Diablo on PS1 with my mom.
That's cool. Yeah, my parents didn't even know how to turn the damn thing on. But also, my parents were probably a lot older. Your parents were kind of young when they had you, didn't they?
My mom's. He was 18.
Yeah.
So, fuck, I don't know. I'm 28. Was it 40 something?
Yeah, 46.
46.
Yeah, 46, around there. Yeah, so they're still, that's only 15 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was 33 when she had me.
You also got a lot of brothers and sisters, though.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah,
stagger that out.
but that was also the age that, home consoles were becoming a thing. And they were at that age like, hey, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not mine. Not mine. You were born in 90.
Yeah.
So there you go. I was in 87. It was Atari. And my parents were already in their 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the last thing on their mind was, we don't care.
I feel like we had an Atari in the house. I don't remember.
Oh, I'm sure you did. If you grew up around gaming, I'm sure you did. I'd love to own an old Atari and play with it.
It's not an old Atari, but Atari is actually coming out with this, like a new console kind of deal.
Yeah.
It's like it's a little box. It's nice. It's got like wood grain paneling.
Like the old school.
Yeah. And it's basically just a little console that you just download old Atari games and you can play them. From what I hear, you can play anything from Pong to whatever the hell Atari's putting out right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't, Atari kind of died off for a long time there. They were always in the background.
Mm-hmm.
They were always, oh, you need an engine for this, or, oh, you want graphics for that.
They were always, like you said, they were always in the background, but they were
number one for...
They were doing stuff because I can't remember what company name it was. But they changed the company name for a while. Yeah. And they were still putting stuff out as that company, and then that company started to go under, and they said, fuck it, we're going back to Atari.
No.
Or they might have, they bought someone out. I don't remember exactly what it is. It's been a while since I read about this.
Well, I'll tell you what, the biggest thing that I've seen in a while is Nintendo's surge back to the top.
Yeah.
That warms my childhood heart.
The Switch is a fucking fantastic console.
It is. I'm going to get one. Eventually. It's just right now, priorities are priorities. And
speaking of handhelds and stuff, it's a little bit late, but I'm so glad Monster Hunter came to a console again. Oh my god.
Oh, to the
PS4.
Oh, they came to the PS4?
Came to PS4 and Xbox One, and it's coming to PC sometime later this year, hopefully.
Just digging into my glasses. So, well, man, we have been going for 2.5 hours now.
Oh, crap, really?
Yeah, it's going on 1:30.
Holy crap.
Yeah, we've been going for a while.
That went by a lot faster than I thought it would.
Hey, you thought this was just going to be like, oh, I don't know what to talk about. Oh, my nerves.
Yeah.
Shut up. It's just, we're talking.
Well, I mean, to be fair, a lot of the times you're talking and I'm zoning out.
But that's also why I have the headphones on your head, is so you can actually hear what I'm saying. But this has been Just Midwest Things, anime video game edition.
Whatever the fuck.
Dustin, I will have his Twitter, his YouTube, his stream, all that down in the little description below. And
you're probably not going to see me because I would do streams at weird times. And sometimes just don't stream forever.
Yeah, I haven't streamed in a long time either. Which I think I'm going to start doing for this is I'm going to start live streaming it soon. You know, just on Twitch. Yeah. But when I stream it, it's going to be off of this computer. Right. So it'll actually keep the fuck up. Mm-hmm. But that means I got to transfer everything over here. It's going to be a pain in the ass. Yeah. But it'll be worth it. I think it'll be fun. The reason this is set up this way is because I wanted something portable. Right. Something, oh, you can't make it? Well, I can make it to you.
Well, I mean, portable is one way to say it.
And
I don't know. I would not want to take this shit apart at this point.
Oh, it's not hard.
Oh, I'm not saying it's hard. It's just I don't want to. It's a pain in the ass.
Setting it all back up?
Yeah.
No. This is 45 minutes.
That's too long.
Not when you're trying to get content.
That's too long.
How long do you play video games, motherfucker?
That's too.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, guys. Stay out of trouble. Hopefully Sunday-ish we'll have another one on. So,
Yeah,
all right, guys.
I'll probably be back. Probably next Thursday, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Well, no, I think Jeff is coming.
Okay.
I think he wants to talk arrowheads.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm excited. No.
No.
This is the thing with this podcast is it's going to cover
A lot of stuff.
everything. I want it to be an open mic night, essentially.
Right.
You know, to where it's not just, oh, we're going to talk about one specific thing all the time. That gets boring. So, okay, modern technology. We're talking about that today.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, I'm talking with a vet tech. The next one, Jeff, who is old school everything.
Mm-hmm.
So and I'm talking thousands of years old tech.
Yeah.
So, I find that interesting.
Yeah,
And I think a lot of people will.
It's definitely really cool if you get down to it.
Yeah. But all right, we got to get off here. He's got to go home and go play video games. See you guys.
Video games.